Hello there everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a lovely day. So what am I talking about today? Conversations. We all have them. We always talk to everyone unless you're addicted to being online, which I kind of am. But still, in college, in the workplace, you have conversations. And I've kind of noticed over my life of my 18 years of experience that there are specific kinds of people in conversations. So today I'm going to talk about those. So let's start with number one. So what do I mean by the phone guy? No, I do not mean the Five Nights at Freddy's reference of the purple guy or the phone guy or whatever you want. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. What I mean by this is the person who, during a conversation, there will be maybe a fact that's been stated or a question that has been raised, and they will try and find the answer. And it can also connect with other things, maybe if you're having an argument, where what they will do is midway through the conversation, they will do this. Yeah, so you mentioned that thing earlier about iPhones? Well, actually, I've just been Googling it, and I'm afraid you're wrong, so yeah. The main issue with this is the fact that it pretty much stops the conversation dead. Even if it answers the question itself, which sometimes you may want the answer to, if it's a discussion or an argument and they find the answer from Googling it on their phone, it just kind of kills the conversation. Next is number two. So you can probably figure out by the name of this that this is the person who has to be right. It doesn't matter whether they are definitely wrong and they are outnumbered in the conversation by 5 other people, they have to be right. It doesn't matter what happens, they are going to have to be the ones who end up coming out on top, partly just from not wanting to budge from their idea, so people just kind of give up and let them win, even when they're wrong, just because they can't be bothered trying to fight back. Sort of like this. Yeah, so actually, no, I don't believe that you're right. Actually, I'm pretty sure I am right. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. No, you're just not. Seriously, I am right. No, I am right. The myth actually states that cats have 10 lives. How can you say that? It's always been 9 lives. How? What is? Fine. Whatever. Now on to number 3. So yeah, the quiet one. Pretty self-explanatory, but you will find, and there's nothing wrong with these by the way, but you will find there's sometimes one person in a conversation who doesn't really want to talk that much. Like I said, it's absolutely fine, but it's just something that happens, you know? Maybe if you're in a group of 5 or 6, it can be hard to get your words in edgeways. But sometimes it can be between 2 or 3 people, and you will sometimes find that one of them is more dominant and the other is quieter. Numero 4. If you can't figure out what I mean by the slow one, it's the one where, as a group, you got a joke running. You got a good joke running, and you're having a laugh, but someone doesn't really seem to be finding it that funny. Maybe someone says one specific joke that might be similar to your kind of Cards Against Humanity style joke where it's got a bit of dark humour and it's quite funny, and they're not really laughing until about 5 minutes later when they actually figure it out. Nothing wrong with that. Some people are slow when it comes to humour, but it can just be a little bit funny and a little bit awkward when everyone else is finding something funny and then it calms down, everyone sort of stops laughing, and then one person jolts up laughing. It's a bit random. It's just kind of like this. So then the Scotsman, right? The Scotsman says, "Give me all the fish you own." I know, right? I know. It's a good one, that isn't it? It's a good one.
One eternity later.
Oh, I get it now. Right. No, yeah, because it's a Scotsman. Oh. It's not that bad, actually. Number 5. So continuing on with that theme of having jokes in a group, I think you know who this one is. This is the one who will either try and contribute towards the joke or try and move the conversation along in such a way that it absolutely murders the joke. Whatever comedy, whatever laughing was going on, it's pretty much dead because of what they've done. They have shot this joke right through the heart and killed it. Number 6. Nope, I'm not talking about the clothing. What do I mean by the jumper? I mean the person, and I can definitely say that my mum does this, and a lot of people would agree if they have conversations with her, but it's the person who is able to make the biggest leap in logic in the conversation. Say like you'll be just talking about maybe a possible holiday that's coming up, and out of nowhere, someone mentions the fact that there is a new breed of dolphin. And you're just like, where on earth did that come from? The jumper is the person who manages to just out of nowhere, the subject changes so much when they try to contribute towards the conversation, and it just kind of throws everyone off, because no one was talking about it, hasn't been mentioned once. Where has that come from? We don't know. Number 7. So yep, this one's pretty self-explanatory. The leader is the person who sometimes talks quite a bit more than other people. They will have a dominant voice in the conversation and maybe try and lead the conversation down a specific path. Maybe if they want someone to ask them a question, or they want someone to mention a certain thing so they can mention a certain thing. Or it might just be that they enjoy the subject and they want people to stay on that subject during the conversation. And finally, numero 8. Again, pretty obvious. Yep. Yeah. 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 So guys, I just wanted to finish this video off by saying thank you very much for watching, and I just want to say that although I've split it into 8 different things, a lot of people can be a mixture of these. I'll be honest, I've probably done every single one of them at one point. It's just a specific kind of characteristic that I've noticed, either me doing or other people doing. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. I just thought it'd be quite funny to point out some of the different styles of having conversations. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, the like button is on some kind of side of the video, I don't really know. And maybe think about subscribing, I would hugely appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely day. If you want to contact me, links to my social medias in the description. But until the next time, good day.